What's up, guys? It has been a minute. It's been a while. I can't believe these 10 plus months have flew by. It's actually really crazy. But I'm officially back. I'm going to talk about where I've been, the future of the channel, like what I want to do with the channel from now, and yeah, just stuff like that. And we're going to end it with me showing you one of the things I did purchase with a bunch of stuff that I bought while I was gone. So we're gonna get into that right now. I want to try and do more of these discussion style videos, just me talking to you guys to the camera, just to get me more comfortable talking to the camera, so I can pace myself a little bit. Just make it a little bit better for the viewers as well if I know how to talk to a camera, which sounds crazy. But first, I was deployed for over 10 months. We were instrumental in the Maduro operation. If you don't know what that is, you guys should really look into that. It's pretty interesting how that ended up happening, but Venezuelan president was captured, and our kind of strike group was instrumental in doing that. And that was actually towards like the end of the deployment, which is kind of, well, not like before we got extended. It was towards the end, like it was like month 6 or 7 or whatever. But we were told to go to Venezuela pretty much, and just do operations there. And before that, we were kind of just coasting up towards on the eastern side. Some of the places we went was Marseille, France. We were able to go to Paris, which was pretty cool. It took a long train ride, which was really cool because I always wanted to do a train ride. We did that. That's where I pulled my first edition right arm of the Forbidden One. European, because we got a first edition European Legend of Blue Eyes pack. It was insane. Yeah, I opened it right in front of the Eiffel Tower. That was like a super memorable thing for me. I'll never forget that. It's really cool. We did that. Went to Norway. Norway was pretty cool. Went to Spain. And this is all like eastern side, so it was really, really cool. Where else did we go? I think back in Venezuela area, we went to St. Thomas twice, which was pretty crazy. Went to Suda Bay, Greece, which was really cool. I love Suda Bay. When I did a deployment in 2017, we did a Suda Bay port twice there. One was like 7 days, and one was like a normal 3 to 4. But yeah, so I was used to Suda Bay, and their food is really, really good. Most of the spots we went to, they had really good food, but they had like different ambiance and vibes overseas. So really interesting, and definitely recommend taking an overseas trip if you are from the States. And if you're not from the States, yeah, you guys have cool spots too, pretty much. So that was my deployment. We did end up getting extended a couple times. It's usually a 7-month deployment, give or take. It's because I left in June of 25, and I just got back. So you can see that it was a long deployment. But we were originally supposed to come back the beginning of February, technically the end of January, but they did a little extension that they snuck in there, like 11 days difference. Yeah, so we were supposed to get back the beginning of February, and we ended up not coming home until May. So that's how that went. But I'm glad it's finally over, because man, it was a long deployment. Like, there's a saying that the months are short, but the days are long, and that is a factual statement. I tell you, because the days were long, but the months are just kind of flying by. It was kind of crazy, actually. But now I'm officially back, and I can start putting out content. So next thing I want to talk about is the content, basically the future of the channel. The main thing I want to do is continue openings. I really, really love doing vintage openings. Like, that's the one thing I love doing. Like, the beginning of this channel was literally, I think it was a live twin Ewa twin video, because I like doing gameplay, because I was still kind of trying to play competitively, kind of. Just think of like combos and stuff. So I did my first upload of a live twin Ewa twin gameplay tutorial. But it kind of turned to me just like opening packs. I think it was like that Christmas-ish, 2020. I bought a bunch of packs. I think it was like Maximum Gold. That's when that came out, and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, we were just opening a bunch of stuff and recording it. So that's how that kind of started. I love opening stuff. So we did that, plus kind of like gameplay. But opening stuff has always been like the main thing of the channel. There's going to be some more Shark gameplay, so I definitely want to do that. I might do Master Duel for Sharks, but definitely going to do TCG as well, because I want to make Sharks as competitive as possible. I know some of you guys too do like Sharks. It's just such a fun deck, and yeah, it's one of my favorite decks. I've been playing Sharks for like years, man. Years. It's been a while. But that's one thing I do want to do. So I hope you guys look forward to that. Just a bunch of content, man. I'm having a bunch of stuff. There's gonna be a new series out. Kind of like it's kind of based off a Pokemon channel that I watch. Find Your Exit. So it's kind of based around that. Just having more opportunities for vintage openings. Opening a bunch of packs, doing vintage openings. I do want to try and do a membership because I do buy a lot of packs. So I do want to kind of like give you guys incentives. So like super cheap memberships, and you guys get like a free pack every month, and just other perks like that. So just let me know if you're interested in that. I will try and see how YouTube does that, if they're allowed to do that, because I'm not anywhere near monetized, and that's not the point of the channel. But a monetization would help. It would be really cool. Just just general monetization. But I just like opening packs, and I like just playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I just like Yu-Gi-Oh. So one thing I do want to do is try and find the highest rarity of Buster Blader. I think there's 4 highest that I posted before, like the BBT, the Champion Black Magic, Ultimate Rare in Japanese, and of course the Pharaoh Servant First Edition. I think that one that has the highest premium. I think recently that just sold at auction for like $2,500. And personally, I see like I value like hard sales, like someone outright bought it over an auction, because people try and like fight for the lowest amount they can get it for at auction. Generally, let's use how EV auctions go. People don't try and just like jump out just highest, and it just keeps getting higher and like overly expensive over its like actual price. But this is an auction for $2,500 for a first edition Buster Blader. I think that's really cool because it used to not be anywhere near that, I tell you, for a first edition PSA 10. But I do want to have a first edition PSA 10 Buster Blader in my collection because that's my favorite card. Like when I was like 10 or younger or whatever, that's the card that I thought that was Yu-Gi-Oh's Ace Monster. Like that's the card that actually beats Blue Eyes without any help. Like his attack goes up to 3,100 to combat 3,000 for Blue Eyes. So that's literally his effect just to beat Blue Eyes. So I was like, yeah, that's his Ace Monster. So I really like hit me home. Like that's the card I want. So yeah, I will be chasing that. I may or may not have a bunch of packs for that too. That's what's going to be going on with the channel. I hope you guys stick around, and thank you for those who have stuck around for these almost a year. I really appreciate it. So one of the things that I did end up picking up, I'm going to make sure this the camera shows it, is I got 7 packs of first edition. I just want to make sure you guys see the first edition on there. First edition Ancient Prophecy. We got 7 packs, and if you guys don't know, the first 4 sets of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds did not have a first edition print in the US. They only had them in the tins, and they only had boxes in European countries. So I think Casual Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, he did show the boxes, the first edition boxes, so they do exist, but they're like extremely hard to find in European, and they don't exist for North American. So you can only get them in the tins, and because of that, they're really expensive. So like the unlimited prices are like the standard, because those are technically the only ones you can get first edition like out. Like people just consider that just whatever. So that's why they're still like $400 or $500 boxes for unlimited, just because that's what was printed out. There's no first edition like accessible like that. So for the tins, however, they are first edition. I think you get like 2 in there usually, but these are really expensive. Like one of these, I think loose is around 50, and like unscaled, unweighed, around 100. So you see why the 10 sell for like 400 to 500 just for 2 packs, because they're really expensive. So we have a chance to pull Ancient Fairy Dragon first edition Ghost Rare. If we get foils, because I just like getting foils out of packs where you're not guaranteed foils. That's what I love doing. So if we can get a foil out of these, that would be insane. But this is just like the tip of the iceberg of stuff that I bought, and these are already crazy. So first edition, one of the first 4 for Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is insane. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited. I am like super pumped. You're gonna see a bunch of mail days because I bought a bunch of stuff and I cannot fit them all in one video. So you'll probably see 3, 4 maybe, because that's how I'm gonna start just like making content, getting back in the swing of things for the channel. And I hope you guys stick around because it's gonna be insane. I don't remember everything I bought, but I know it's gonna look like I bought like $50,000 worth of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. So stay tuned for that, guys. Yeah, that's going to be it. I'm going to be doing more discussion videos like these just to be more comfortable with the camera. So it's going to be insane. I'll see you guys later. This is Creed. I'm out.